34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive.
His kick.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Colts 7, Titans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Derrick Henry. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. first down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brendan, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. On first down, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
This is Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Catch made here by Campbell. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers on the money, complete. And down to the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Colts have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score, Colts 21, Titans 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Uncorks one for Davis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They begin the drive with Hines. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Past the 20. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
For the extra point.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown. The last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
Well, they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And Henry he's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And 13.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's got his tight end, Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt? And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Titans 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. He'll air this one out deep for Dave. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
Corey Davis.
A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
For the extra point.
So the 2nd time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And they work this well upfield across. Plus the 45.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rivers on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rivers again. Looking for Campbell downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little left. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. The 20, 10.
What's up?
Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 65 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Let's go. You tighten up. Check 55.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing here, Rivers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 35, Titans 28. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For Corey Davis, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
Gostkowski now for the Titan field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe they might get that miracle finish that they were looking for. Didn't quite get it done.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
7. Steelers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 37.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Steelers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice to
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Roethlisberger hands to Johnson.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.